coming to you in a little bit of a panic because I had it in my head to do the live. I was all ready. I made myself a cup of tea and then I completely forgot. And I was playing Minecraft, sitting there going, there's something I should be doing. And then I realized, so here I am. A bit of a dash to get everything ready. It took ages for the kettle to boil for my cup of tea. But yeah, we're here, we're live. Sorry for the delay and being a little bit late. Even my hair is a bit of a mess. I need I need to trim my beard. And yeah, so a little bit disheveled but very ready for a nice live with you guys. I'm just going to log into my desktop. Fisher Custom Baits, hello to you, my friend. Sorry I am late today. Totally forgot about the live. I'm very well. Hope you're well too. Thank you for asking. And yeah, all is well. I updated my desktop, so everything's jumping around the screen at the moment. But yeah, all is well. Sunday in Dublin. Weather has gotten a bit better, not too bad. My room is tidy, so I thought I'd give you a little bit of my bedroom, more than the wardrobe. Good to hear you're well, Fisher Custom Baits. Everyone jump on the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. This is Jer in Learning English from Learning English Pro, and I am live in Dublin in Ireland at the moment. I have another fancy shirt on for everybody. Let me know what you think. A little bit more kind of geometric pattern. Hearts are coming. Thank you, Fisher Custom Baits. I must add a few hearts myself. And yeah, so we have a quiz today on travel, one of my requested topics. So we're going to jump into that. I have lots and lots of questions. Ibru Yagas, Afifa, thank you so much. Tamara Laura, hello from France. Hello to you. My neighbouring country just across the water in France. I'm in Dublin in Ireland. You're very welcome to the channel. So yeah, we're going to do an English quiz today, and the topic is travel. Let me maybe just put this light on. Maybe you can see me a little bit better. Is that better or worse? I think that's worse, is it? I don't know. The lighting is an issue. Nafan Islam, hello to you. Thank you for joining the channel today. Thank you for joining the quiz. And yeah, we're here for a quiz. And if you have any questions about English, about Ireland, where I'm from, English speaking culture, maybe you've always had a phrase that you've worried, thought about or been confused about, just jump in the chat and let me know. I'm here for about an hour and we're going to have lots of fun with the quiz that will be in the chat. You can answer in the chat and yeah, we're going to have some fun. I will go to Dublin one day for sure. Definitely Fisher Custom Baits. You definitely should. We do good tea. Always good tea in Ireland. Wendy Sue, hello to you. Thank you so much for joining. And we have another person in saying hello. I can't say your name, I'm afraid, with your script, but you're very welcome. And yeah, we have lots of people on the live. So let's jump ahead into our quiz, shall we? Lots of people on. Let me just. And yeah, oh, there's some sound from the desktop. And yeah, my name is Jan. Thank you very much, Jan, for letting me know. In my head, you'll always be Fisher Custom Baits. You're always first on. Jan for short. Jan, I hope I'm saying that name right. Tamara Laura, my grandfather from County Kerry. Wow. One of the most beautiful places in Ireland. We very famous. It has like a trail that you can drive around called the Ring of Kerry. And you go through lots of really nice places like Connor Pass, and there's Dingle and lots of amazing places. Fisher's telling me Jan. Yes, okay. I will try and remember to call you Jan instead of Fisher Custom Baits. So thank you. So yeah, Kerry is beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful place. Ulrich, hello to you. Thanks for joining. Jan or Jan. I will try and remember. I'm quite good with the names so far. So I'm, for 4 or 5 weeks into doing lives, I'm pretty good at remembering names. So thank you so much, Jan, for letting me know. So let's jump into our quiz on cooking. Cooking English vocabulary. Lots of words that we all use, don't we? We all cook, we all eat. So yeah, it's good to know these words if you're working in restaurants or as a chef or in any kind of food related industry, even in like a supermarket, and generally good to know these terms as well. So Lipun Goswami, I am in Ireland, in the Republic of Ireland in Europe. Specifically, I'm in the Dublin city, the capital city of Ireland. So thank you very much. What is my name, sir? So Jan is asking me, so I'm going to type my name into the chat. And I have another viewer. You're telling me you're from South Korea. Thank you so much for joining. So my full name is Gerard. Gerard, and it's generally shortened to Jer. A little bit difficult for some people to pronounce. Gerard or Jer. Kind of a bit like Jar or Jer. Yeah, Jared. It's a German name originally. Yehad would be what it is, but there's lots of different versions. Gerard in French, Gerard in British English, Gerard Geraldo in Spanish, Geralda. Not sure, but there's loads of different versions. In Germany, lots of Gerhard. Yeah, lots of Gerhard. And then there's lots of variations with the name, especially for like the female version. You would have Geraldine, Geraldine, lots of different versions. I know the famous football player with the same name. Really, I didn't know there was a football player with a Hearn. There was a prime minister in Ireland who had the same surname. My surname is Ahern, Ahurne, Ahern. Okay, so this is an English version of an old Irish name. In Irish, the name is, I'm going to maybe butcher the pronunciation, Tiachta Herna, and it means house of the horse. So my ancestors would have been horse lords, supposedly, if you go by the name. So Ahern, Gerard Ahern, is my full name, or Jer. Lots of people call me Jer. Ishita Rana is from India. Eddie Hobby, thank you so much for joining, my very, very good member who was very kind the other day. Thank you, Eddie, for joining us again. So, Jer Long Spear, yes. Gerard means spear ruler or owner of a spear. So, my name in old meaning is quite combative and quite Game of Thrones. Gerard is ruler of the spear, the attack spear, and then my name is kind of synonymous with horse lords and Irish tribes and everything. So yeah, Lipun is in India. Thank you so much. Lots of Indian viewers. Yeah. So Eddie Hobby, you were saying Stephen Gerard. I'm not sure how to. Stephen Gerrard, yeah, Stephen Gerrard, that's his name. Where are you from, Uncle G? I'm in Dublin, in Ireland. I keep saying I have to get a flag. British Defence League, got it right. That's how it's spelt. It's also Scottish. Yes, very good. Yeah, I do have part of my family was in Scotland, um, going back over the centuries. Do I know Irish? Not really. I was very good in school with Irish. We learn it in our primary school and secondary school. But unless you become a teacher or you do some work in Irish culture, you're not really going to use it that much, unfortunately. But there is resurgences and people do go back and learn. I'm so English focused at the moment. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much, Jan. Nice to meet you too. We've been talking for weeks. Zaza Mio Hut said hi, hello, Kosa, yeah. Sai KTK, where did you live? I'm in Dublin. Like Jer, man. Thank you so much, Jan. In Scotland, it's owner of Spike. There we go. Do you know Irish language? I don't really. Your pronunciation is so clear, so I can understand you very well. I'm very glad, my friends in South Korea. Master fighter with a spear. So yes, my name in its German meaning is very, military warrior type. Shad says hello. Hello, Shad. Germans, people with the chair. Yes, Germans. My short name Ger is in German, so it's a very German name. Shad is new. You're very welcome, Shad. Glad to have you here. Do you know Odesh Puri? I don't. Do I know Hitler? Well, we all know Hitler, don't we? Irish and Scottish culture are more alike. I'm Scottish. Hello from Loch Lomond. My name is McFarland. Oh, wow. I'm going to Scotland in 3 weeks. I'll be in a place called Crosshouse near Glasgow to stay with a friend. So I'll be showing you some pictures from there. Yes, so what are we going to learn today? We are doing a cooking quiz today, so you're all very welcome. I'm going to get into that once I get through all these messages. Why do you have a fade in your hair? Well, because I'm bald. I'm losing my hair and I really need a haircut. I'm usually kind of much balder looking, so I really am due a haircut. Jer is a spear. Yeah, exactly. Lipa Duta, you're new. You're very welcome. Thanks so much. And lots of people watching today. It's great. 25 minutes from. Yes, Crosshouse is a little bit of outside Glasgow. I had to get 3 buses to get to Crosshouse. Sorry, okay, looking for David Letterman. Do I? Oh, I look like David Letterman with the beard. His beard is very grey, isn't it? I have the island hairstyle, so it looks good. Yeah, yeah. I just need to shave. I really need to shave everything. Looks good. Thank you so much. But yes, it does need. I have some greys coming through, and yeah, it needs a bit of a cut. So maybe by tomorrow you might see some new hair. Without hair, you look like not smart. We'll see. We'll see. I will be shaving it in the next day or two. So, okay, let's jump on to our quiz. And this is all about food, cooking, cooking utensils, you name it. We're going to go through it all today. Sai KTK, yes, I was live. I am late. I totally forgot. I was all ready. I had a cup of tea, and then I completely forgot about the quiz. And about 4:30, I was playing Minecraft, going, "I'm supposed to be doing something right now." Ooh. So, skin hair gel in the near future, definitely Eddie hobby. Definitely, you'll definitely see. And I do it myself, so I'll be trimming my beard, shaving in the next day or two, maybe with some help from my mother. I lost my hair. I look like Bruce Willis. Well, Bruce Willis is a very successful man, isn't he? Although he's quite sick now, I think. We call it the Tuggle Keep Left Irish Scottish Gael Togam Nambo to lift the cows and go. Wow, great to have you here. Great to have you here. A good looking man. Oh, thank you, Jan. Sarge, I'm losing my hairs too. I know, but you just have to accept it. It is what it is. Testosterone, that's what it's for. Okay, so let's do our quiz, everybody. We're jumping in. English, business English 30 terms video is fantastic. I'm an English teacher. Yes, thank you so much. And I've just done some courtroom English on the latest video. You should check that out. Lots of legal English for the courtroom. And I usually do 2 or 3 business English videos every month. So make sure and check out my podcast. On the channel, I have a business English podcast, 10 episodes going through money, interviews. Really, really good. You should definitely check that out. Wear a suit next time. Okay, next time a suit. Okay, I do have some nice suits. So I have a nice grey suit I might wear. So, okay, let's jump on with our quiz question, everyone. We really need to get started. What do you call food that is not cooked? Okay, so there's 1 or 2 terms. I would accept either. What do we call food that is not cooked? Um, Jan is saying, let me see what you said, Jan. I think it got. It is okay. Men without hair are very sexy. Yes, I agree. Use candlenut oil. It's good for your hair. I do use coconut oil. I use coconut oil to clean my teeth, which is a new thing. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum to you, Mohid Arib. So we have our answers coming in. We have uncooked, correct. Raw food, correct. Rahim is in with raw. Undercooked. Yes, that's a term we're going to get to later. Do you know Odisha temple in India? I don't. We have raw food, unripe. That's a different thing. We'll come back to that later. But yes, we have lots and lots of answers in which are correct. You are all correct. Raw food or uncooked food. They're the 2 answers I would accept for this. And I'll just type those into the chat. Uncooked or raw food. So if you order food in a restaurant like chicken and it comes and it's not cooked properly, you could say this chicken is raw. This chicken is uncooked. It's not good for me. It might poison me. So yeah, a good word to know. Okay, let's move on to another one. So another type of cooking is my next question. Is unripe only for fruits? Yes, it is. So we would say that a fruit that's really not ready, so sometimes you might get tomatoes that are, when they're ready, they're red. Maybe they're green still, maybe still tasty, but fruit that's not ready is unripe. And then food that is ready is ripe, particularly fruit. Okay. Where are we from? I'm from Dublin in Ireland, and Zaza is telling us they're from Myanmar. Dublin in Ireland here. Dublin in Ireland. And we have our next question. What do you call food cooked in an oven with dry heat? What do you call baked? Eddie Hobby, you are correct, my lovely student member. You're very, very welcome. And your generosity was so nice. And I did a short, and the short was all about that. If you go back and look, it's me going, oh my God. So yeah, thank you so much for all your kindness. Microwaved, but no, baked would be what I'm looking for. In a dry heat, we bake cakes, we bake bread in the oven in a dry heat. So that's really what. So grilled is something else. We'll come back to grilled. Baked. Yes, baked. Baked. So if we microwave something, Eddie, we put it in the microwave. So my question was in the oven, specifically to the oven, to bake something like bake bread, bake a cake, bake a pie. We call it ovened in Scotland. So there we go. So there we have some regional variation. In Scotland, they say ovened. Lippy Duta, I drink green juice every morning. God, you're very healthy. I don't think I could drink that. Maybe not yet. Maybe with some cherries. How to improve English accent and which language is easy to learn, British or American? It really depends what you want it for, really, doesn't it? Like if you're going to one of these places, then. But really, I think there's a big draw towards British English in education. Maybe for if you're more interested in the culture, go with American. So it really depends on what your interests are. But don't be too afraid to lose your accent. It is part of you. Is it tea or coffee, Rahul? It is tea. Uh, Indian tea, an Irish brand, and milk and sugar. And very good. I'm going to have it. Coconut water instead of Coca Cola. Yes, I mean, to be healthy, of course. Karan Kumar, hello to you. Welcome back. Lipa Dutta, why are you drinking milk with coffee? It's milk and tea. It's how we drink it in Ireland. Thank you, Jer. I understand now. You're very welcome, Jan. I only drink green tea, bullet coffee. Very healthy. American is easier because Trump speaks whatever comes to his mind. Ain't that the truth? I'm drinking green tea. It's our honor. I'm from Philippines. Oh, well, there we go. Thank you, Blockstorm, and cheers to everyone enjoying a beverage. So, we answered our last question is baked. So, yeah. And let's move on to our next question. And so, another form of cooking I'm testing you with. I really want to speak in Scouse accent, but unfortunately, I have to learn to speak in Queen's English for this. Yes, Scouse accent, or if a Scouse accent is what we call when someone is from Liverpool and they speak with a Liverpudlian accent, and it's very difficult to understand. A lot of the regional accents are. Good morning from India, from Chandan Plays. Hello to you. Lipa Duta, I like Ireland. Yes, I love Ireland. It's a great country. Alex is from Ukraine. Hello to you. Uh, Joyjesh Sharma is from India. Hello to you, another Indian follower. Thank you so much. Yahul Jack, you are very energetic and active, creative. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And it's great because I have so many of you on talking to me. So, yeah, big thumbs up to Shadran. Glasgow is Ouija. Oh, I love those Glaswegians. Shatinta, I've been studying linguistics. Very interesting. Well, yeah, I'm speaking with a Dublin accent, a South Dublin accent to be very particular and exact. Some people say I sound a little bit American. So, what do you guys think? I'm not sure. To me, I sound Irish, but I'm maybe a little bit posh Irish. There's lots of different variations in the linguistics in Ireland. So, yeah, very interesting topic. So, our next question is in the chat right now. What do you call food cooked over boiling water and the water doesn't touch it? Okay, so you have a pot of water, you have maybe something over it, and then something comes up, doesn't it? Something comes up. South Dublin has the sing song like the Welsh. Oh, yeah. So the Welsh are known for rising and falling in. They talk like I'm not going to do the impression. Could you make a video on Ireland as a political point of view, as how is living there, how schools, university works? Yeah, definitely. But ask me any questions you have. Make a video on how to speak on phone call. I have a video on how to speak on a phone call on my channel. You should check it out. So the question was, what do we call food cooked over boiling water without the water touching it? Sous vide. Oh God, we have so many answers. Sous vide. They are going to do well in their life. Whoever took class from you, thank you, Rahul. Your English is so crazy. Thank you. So we have boiled, but boiled would be if it's in the water, isn't it? So try have another guess. But I think I see the right answers here. We've steamed from British Defence League. Raheem Osama has steamed. Rajul Jack steamed food. Kareen Kumar, how can I speak like a native English? I think you're doing the right thing, aren't you? You're watching my channel. I'm a native English speaker, so watch me, watch other YouTube people, and really learn. So we have lots. Eddie is coming back with steamed, yes. Nafan Islam, steamed. Steamed. Sachinta, Gavin Pret, hi, hello to you. Can you do a question? Yes. Sometimes I drink strawberry juice. Lipa Duta, that sounds delicious. You sound like Ryan Reynolds. Really? Oh my God. Okay, I'm trying to get through all of these. Am I gay? That's very personal. Malek Marak, hi. Lipa Jute, always eat boiled vegetables. Yes, but steamed in this case. This is what we are talking about, is the answer to the question is steamed vegetables. It will be fun to watch an Irish country slag vlog, if possible, to make. Yes, you really want to know about Ireland, don't you all? That's very interesting. What was the question? So the question was when you cook food over boiling water. So the answer is steamed. I don't have a WhatsApp group. Everything on Learning English Pro is on YouTube. Umit Gok, another student member, is online. Thank you so much for your support, Umit Gok. And if anyone wants to join the student membership, check out the link in the description. It grants you access to loads of learning materials, and you get access to lots of videos. Is steamed incorrect? No, steamed is correct. I'm going to write it into the chat now. Steamed is correct. Steamed. Yes. Okay. Remove the trolls. Absolutely disgusting. No problem. We haven't. I am not offended by anything. How are poached eggs different from boiled eggs? So poached eggs is when we crack the egg open and we cook the insides in the water. A boiled egg is put when it's in the shell, and the shell goes into the water and it cooks inside the shell. So that's either is beautiful. They're poached eggs probably would be my favorite. Very, are you from? I am from Ireland. Also make a video about how to clear an interview. Lots of, you check out my podcast. My podcast on the channel, the first 5 episodes are all about interviews. And if you're a student member, you get access to all the downloads for those. So my student membership comes with lots of additional benefits, loads of PDF guides, and access to all my videos. A stovey to the stovey. British Defence League, you're getting very particular. This is supposed to be intermediate English. It will help us a lot, sir. I will, yeah, well, Karan Kumar, check out my channel. There's lots of interview stuff there. Sir, how to speak English fluently? You're doing it. You're watching my lives. We do live conversation and chat here and Q&A and quizzes. So that's what I'm here for. Eat possible egg. Yeah, I love eggs, Lipa Duta. Hi, sir. I watch anime, movies, etc. in English. I get everything. I understand everything, but I can't speak fluently. Tell someone to solve this. Yes, well, try AI. AI is great for practicing conversation. Sometimes you might have to upgrade, maybe pay a little bit more, but talking to the AI, it can correct you in real time, and it's super, super convenient, and it's the future. Make a video on Ireland as a country, how it works, how it's living. Maybe I should just do a live about Ireland and you can ask me lots of questions. So let's do that. Let's ask a few more quiz questions and then you can ask me lots of questions about Ireland. Danielle Chua, morning, sir. Good to see you. Nice accent, though. Regards. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daniel. Which city? I'm in Dublin, in Ireland. Do you listen to Westlife and Boyzone? They're from Ireland. They weren't really my taste. A great artist from Ireland, if you want to listen to some Irish music, I'm typing into the chat, is CMAT. Very, very talented, talented Irish singer. She's amazing, and I listen to her all the time. Thank you. I'm going to subscribe now. Thank you, Dark99. Leah Duta is giving us all her diet, and she eats sprouts as well. No, please video is better so we can repeat again and again. Yes, all my lives are uploaded to the channel, so you can rewatch any of my lives anytime. Eddie Hobby, my fabulous member. Yes, yes, conversations with ChatGPT is great. It corrects you in real time. Thank you, Eddie, for agreeing with me. X Sahil is from India. Welcome to you. Can you eat 2 eggs? Yes, I think eating 2 eggs is fine. Karan Kumar, yes, exactly. So you can watch all my lives back. To watch live videos around Ireland could be great. Yes, well, if any of you want to sponsor me with a car so I can drive around Ireland, that would be great. I need a car for this, people. I don't eat sugar. Lipa Duta, you're telling us all about your diet. So Jan Fisher Custom Baits is on the paleo diet by Dr. Arthur Divani. Well, I've heard of that, but I generally just eat when I'm hungry. That's usually my trick. When I'm hungry, I eat. Okay, so let's try another quiz question, you guys. And I am going to let me see. I should have really brought up some props. But yeah, so let's talk about food and texture, okay? So if I was to order a steak in the restaurant, a nice juicy steak, and it came, and the meat was soft and easy to cut, what would I call that meat? What adjective would I use to call that meat? Could we skip to quiz? I'm doing the quiz now. Sai TK. Chinta, I love the fact you read everything. Most of the streamers don't do it. Yes, well, I'm just trying to think if the stream gets more popular, how am I going to keep reading everything? So enjoy it while I still can. I'm still trying to read everything. British Defence League, for everyone asking about where he stays, it's Ireland, a beautiful country, and it's split into 2 regions. One is Republic and the other is Northern Ireland. Beautifully said. Thank you, British Defence League. Do I have a website? No. All Learning English Pro content is on YouTube. YouTube is my main thing. I did have a website, but I never used it. Stop drinking coffee. It will not be good for your health. I'm not drinking coffee. I am drinking tea. You are doing great work. God bless you. Thank Tech Viva. Thank you. Overcooked. No, overcooked may if you overcooked it, it wouldn't be soft. It wouldn't be soft. So Eddie is a vegetarian, so you don't really know. Well, you could maybe use this for a vegetable. Like if I cooked a carrot and I cooked it very well and it was juicy and soft, you could say this about a carrot. Mashed. So mashed is what we do with potatoes, yeah? Not well done. Ireland is a beautiful country, sir. Thank you, Karen Kumar. Junkie Deka, thank you. Nice name. I am from Assam, India. I really like your videos. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining and letting me know. It's always lovely to hear. Let's just see. Oh, I had a really nasty comment there, so we're gonna block that person. I will fill in the repeat askers, bro. Thank you, British Defence League. Thank you. But is it mixed with milk? Yes, this is mixed with milk. Well cooked. Okay, so the answer to the question is I'm going to see if anyone got it right. Don't miss any of your live session. Thank you, Karan. Only drink tea, boiled, pancake, juicy. We're close. I think Jared should add an Irish flag in the background. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Eddie Hobby. I definitely should. I will invest in one this week. So the question was when food is nice and soft, easy to eat, easy to cut, the word we use is tender. The meat was delicious. It was tender. Now, I've written it into the chat. Love from India. Thank you, Shubham Kamboj. I hope I said your name right. Yes, so we have tender. Mashed is the technique. So, yes, if you were to mash your meat or mash anything, it would be tender. But when you cook your steak, cook your chicken, cook your meat, cook your vegetables, and they're nice and soft, easy to eat, easy to cut, they are tender. We have tender. What's the difference between tender and well cooked? So, tender is about the texture. If it's soft, if it's easy to eat. If something is overcooked, it probably wouldn't be tender. It could be burnt. It's been cooked for too long. So it could be burnt, it could be boiled to nothing. It could be lots of different things. But generally, if something is overcooked, it's not going to be good. If obnoxious comments, block them. I do. I block everybody, but don't worry. I do not get offended about bad comments. I think it's hilarious that someone is at home trying to hurt my feelings when I don't know them. I don't care. I've had death threats. I've been called every name under the sun on social media. So I have a very thick skin. As we say, these comments are like water off a duck's back. They don't bother me. But thank you all for your support. TZM, I subscribed to your channel. Thank you. What is the schedule for your conversations or classes? So I usually do 1 or 2 videos a week on the published videos, and then I'm live about 5 or 6 times a week. Pravish, I don't understand your language. Catherine Cabral, lovely surname there or username. Hi. Jonky Deca, is there any secret for your clear skin? I don't drink, and I don't usually use that much in terms of products. I use a very simple soap. My skin is very sensitive. So I'm 43. So if that gives you any indication, not drinking alcohol probably saved my life and my skin. And yeah, but I could be healthier. I eat very well. My mother's a good cook, so I'm very lucky. I said well cooked, not overcooked. Sorry. Okay, so if something is well cooked, it could be tender. So yes, if something is well cooked, it's cooked to perfection. So if meat is well cooked, then you would expect it to be tender. So sorry about that. British Defence League, overcooked pasta it turns it into sludge. Yes. So pasta, we have an Italian term that we use in English language, al dente. Pasta should be al dente, and the translation of al dente is to the bite. So it shouldn't be too soft. Majid Panahai, hello, how are you, friend? Nice to see you again. Nice to see you too. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate everyone. Analigia, hello to you. Welcome back. Karin Kumar, do you like strong tea or normal tea? I like strong Irish tea. Nice strong. Plenty of milk though. Majid Panahai says hi. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so let's do 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'm going to open it up to you guys for a Q&A about Ireland. Anything you want to know about my country, you can ask. So we'll do 1 or 2 more questions on cooking. We didn't really get into it, but who cares? I'm kind of interested in, we have lots of people on. If you have questions about Ireland, have a think about what you want to ask me about Dublin, Ireland, working in Ireland, and we'll do 1 or 2 more questions, and we will jump onto the Ireland Q&A. Okay, so let's talk about cooking techniques, okay? So I'm making bread, and when we make bread, we create something called dough. That's the soft part before it gets hard in the oven. Remember earlier we had the term baked. We bake bread in the oven. So we put this soft dough into the oven to bake. But before we do that, we do something to this dough, okay? We do a particular action, okay? So I want you to tell me, what do we call mixing dry ingredients with a liquid to form dough? So it's a very particular action, and we have Eddie Hobby in with an answer. Sai KTK. You look younger than your age. Thank you, Karen Kumar. You won the live. Grill, no. I think we have the right answer. Kneading. So we had Knead, Sai KTK, Eddie Hobby, my wonderful member, in with kneading. It's Hemananji, kneading. I'm probably not doing it right. Pinny the Dow, Pinny the younger, Pinny the elder. Yeah, so kneading. Am I rowing a boat? Am I doing a dance? No, I'm kneading. I'm kneading the dough, and that's what we do. But shouldn't it be called knuckled instead? No, well, it probably should be, because these are our knuckles. We have our fingers, and then these are our knuckles. Some people crack their knuckles, don't they? So, but yes, you would think we use our knuckles with the bread, but it's called kneading. kneading, and silent K, kneading. Kneten, German, very good. To knead, yes, you knead bread. Tomorrow I'm making bread. I will knead it. I will knead the dough a lot. I will be tired after kneading. Using the knuckles, that's called roughing. I think this is called roughing. Bit of fighting. Unknown fear. Can you tell me when anyone having too much gas in stomach so I can get what we realize from that? I think if you've gas in your stomach, let it out. Let it out this way or let it out the other way. Better out than in. Shahid Rana Travel. Hello. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining today. Glad to have you all here on a lovely Monday, a lovely Sunday. To make a pasta, Italian word. Pasta is an Italian word, but it's everywhere, isn't it? So, yes, we use pasta. But yeah, pasta in Italian can mean paste as well. So, toothpaste is known as pasta in Italian. Kind of a strange one. Tell her you can't hold what's not in your hand. Exactly. Exactly. You can't hold what's not in your hand. Otherwise known as a fart. Okay, so I think we're done with the cooking stuff, aren't we? So let's open it up to everyone. If you have any questions about Ireland, this is the time to answer. So, a window pane test. What is the name of your country? Ireland. And this is what we're going to talk about now. So, any questions about Ireland, Dublin, my life in Ireland, anything at all, you fire ahead in and ask, and we'll get into it deep. 90% of your comments are from fellow Indians. English colonized us for life. Yes, they colonized us too. They colonized a lot, didn't they? But we're all here. We're all speaking the language. So, sir, what is the time there? In India, it's 9:40. So you are 4.5 hours ahead. I think it is 5:10 here, 5:11 p.m. to be exact. If a person came to live there, what do we have to do for staying here? So you obviously need to know your visa entitlements, okay? I do know some Indian people who are living in Ireland and you have to get your citizenship, but I think you really need to get a sponsor, okay? You need to get a sponsor for work, okay? If you're a European citizen, you can just move here, no problem, okay? We have that agreement with Europe. But if you're outside, you can come here for, university and college. Once you're signed up to a college or university, you can stay here for the duration, and then you can get a sponsorship by a company who will give you a job and sponsor you. And then you have to be here about 7 years to become a citizen. Yes, we did. Sorry about that. We like NR too much to give it away. We love the Irish. Thank you, British Defence League. No, from Europe who have European passport. Okay, if you come in here from Europe, it's very easy. You can live here, move here, stay here as long as you want. You really just need to get the rent here is crazy. Accommodation prices are very, very expensive. Hence why I live at home with my parents. What does a pigeon form of English mean? I think that's what you mean. So pigeon English, or any kind of language, you can speak pigeon French or pigeon Italian, is when you only know very basics. So I probably would have pigeon Italian. I can communicate not very well. I can't really put sentences together, but I know a lot of vocabulary. So I would have pigeon Italian. My friends who are staying in Ireland say cost of living is too much. Yes, it is, but the lifestyle is very good, very safe, good people, and a really good place to live. Really beautiful place to live. Love from Europe. It's Hamanji. Thank you so much. Repeat. What do you want me to repeat? Sai KTK. Let me know. Okay. So I'm getting a definition for pigeoned, which is a not a very nice word, I think. To form of the word sorry that he was meaning that one. Okay, I missed that one. I never heard that term before. So thank you for letting me know, British Defence League. But they stay in Dublin and say it's not safe for women to go outside at night. It depends. It is a capital city. There are places, within the city centre which probably wouldn't be very safe. The city centre has, since COVID, it's kind of not gone very safe, even during the day. But where I live in South Dublin. It's very safe, very nice place. But I suppose the problem's men for women, isn't it? Could you repeat the sponsor thing again, please? So, yes, if you come to Ireland, you can come here for education and get a visa that way, like a student visa. Once you have your qualification, you can get a company and you get hired by a company. That company will sponsor you to stay in Ireland. So once you're in that employment, you're fine. And then you can, once you're here a certain period of time, you can get your citizenship. We went on a tour in Europe last month. Austria was the country with the most expensive food. Yeah, I heard Austria is very expensive. Scandinavia is very known to be very expensive, and Iceland is very expensive as well. Do you get snow in the winter? Not really. We get snow maybe every 3 or 4 years, usually in February. One Christmas was really bad, maybe about 10 years ago. It was crazy. We had so much snow. Everyone was sick of the snow. Oh, Danini or Danielle, you're late. Don't worry. I was late today, but don't worry. And you're sleeping soon. I expect so. I hope you're not hungry today. Hoof, good morning. Good morning, Hoof. How are you? Intersectionality exists in Ireland. Yes, we have lots of intersectionality. So, what does intersectionality mean? Intersectionality means that lots of issues kind of coincide with each other. Okay, so you could be, someone from a particular demographic and deal with lots of issues that are intersectional, that kind of cross along other ones. Scottish. I'm Irish. Irish. We have British Defence League who is Scottish. Northern Ireland, you need to apply via UK government. Yes, exactly. Site KTK. Do you think it's better for me to go to complete my studies here in Italy, then go to Ireland? Yes, absolutely. And if you're in European Union, you can stay here as long as you want. But yeah, more qualifications you have. It's very competitive, but make sure you're on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great place for employment. Eddie Hobby, has Ireland's relationship with religion changed for better or worse in the last 30 years? Well, I suppose better or worse depends on your perspective. I'll just tell you my experience. When I was a child growing up, we went to mass church every Sunday. The church was packed with people, and there was a lot of problems with the church, abuse allegations, that kind of thing. SA, if you understand the TikTok term. And yes, there has been a huge decrease in people going to church, people who identify as Catholic or religious. I myself, I was born Catholic, but I would kind of consider myself more agnostic or atheist now. So yeah, but that kind of goes along with who I am, my identity, how that relates to the church. So it's a difficult thing, but the church is not as popular or as influential as it used to be. Let me just see. Lots more questions. You drinking tea, Irish tea? Yes, I'm drinking my tea, Danini, as always. I can't do the live without the tea. I have to, even though I was late today, I was like, I need my tea. I want to be a nurse as a main job. So if I come here, yes, nursing. Yes, nursing, absolutely. In Italy, the wages are quite low. My former partner, his sister was a nurse, and she was the main breadwinner. But definitely there is need for healthcare. There's lots of work here. How long did it take me to reach 184K subscribers? Danini's going. Hope you're okay, Danini. So it took me, Sachinta, thank you for your question. It took, well, how am I long? 7 years. 7 years I'm doing the channel. I want to be a main. Okay, sorry, I answered that. Hoof. I am Scottish. 900 years ago, Ireland was named Scotia. There we go. Protestant. I myself, but we are learning to like each other. Yes, exactly. Jan is asking. A friend of mine is an English teacher in Los Angeles. Now he's got 15 million students. Wow. Oh my God, that's incredible, isn't it? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Thank you for the knowledge. Do Irish people drink Irish coffee? It depends. Some people drink coffee. Some people drink tea. I, for one, drink tea. My parents drink tea. My dad sometimes drinks coffee after dinner, very rarely, but some people drink both, but I only drink tea. I wish I could drink coffee and be sophisticated, but I'm a tea man. What do we call a male nurse? A nurse is, typically a nurse is kind of often seen stereotypically as a female, but nurse is a nurse. So if you're a male nurse or a female nurse, you're still a nurse. Are you teaching English? Yes, I hope so. Hey, 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 Kartik Kumar. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to you. I'm going to have another sip of tea. So, any more questions on Ireland? Fire through. I meant with whiskey and coffee is where they originated. Oh, the Irish coffee. Yeah, so Irish coffee is coffee with whiskey and cream, I think. I've never had it. Eddie Hobby, my fabulous student member. I'm in my early 20s and feel very stressed about my future. Do you feel you're living your own life or the version others expected of you? Um, Definitely now I am living my full potential and my full life. I was in a relationship for a long time and I felt that I kind of became nothing in the relationship. I moved away for this person, and when the relationship finished, I felt free. And over the last 2 years, I'm on on Tuesday, I will be 2 years single. And in that 2 years, I've built the channel more. I have changed careers. I have started my own company. I'm very successful. I'm very happy. I've built my friends. So I feel like I'm living my life for me now, even how I dress, everything. And, those people that there's been bad people in life. And I've learned now to be the guardian of my own life and not let people in who really don't want me to be happy or successful. And there are people like that in your life. And removing those people and deciding not to have them anymore in my life is the best thing I ever did. I think caring about the number of students is useless. What matters is sharing genuine thoughts and knowledge. Exactly, Shatinta. Thank you so much. That's true. I just like to come on here and be myself. Jan is saying, I don't talk to my friend in LA anymore. He is way too busy. He sounds very busy. 15 million. Upasana, thank you for joining. Can you help with the few questions that use double negative or conflicting statements? Yes, absolutely. So double negative is a positive, isn't it? When you say, no, I am going, no, I'm not, it's very confusing and conflicting. So if someone's using, a double negative, it's usually probably a mistake. Only this cream splits it from Scottish coffee. Yes, they say in America, they say if you add whiskey to anything, it makes it Irish, but definitely it could be Scottish too. Is there any help for students? In what way? Let me know. Do you mean for, let me just go back to what your last question was. Um, yeah, like there's lots of resources in Ireland. There's the Irish Nurses Foundation or Federation that you can find on Facebook. So I would join maybe some Irish online Facebook groups for nurses and maybe get to understand. They'll be able to answer questions more specifically. Let's have a look. Lots of stuff coming in on the chat. Sir Krishna Dubi, sir, I am from India. Is 6 hours sleep okay for health? Probably not. Maybe at the odd time. Hello, sir. My name, Budev Mawani. Hello to you. It's not easy to move on in life. Yes, exactly. Moving on is hard, but you just have to realize not to be a victim and no one's coming to rescue you. And you have to save yourself. You have to put yourself first in life. That's the most important thing. Good on you, mate. Life is what you make it. Definitely, definitely. And this channel is all about that too for me. Chris Nadoob, I'm from India. You've asked the same question multiple times. If you keep asking that question, I'm going to block you. But you did the right thing. Thank you, Karine Kumar. Definitely. Okay, Krishna Dubey, you are going. I cannot look at the same thing over and over and over. Thank you for your inspiration. I was single and heartbroken too. Yeah, I was really heartbroken. I was dumped really cruelly and really harshly, and I had to fly back to Ireland and start my life again. But it was the best thing that ever happened. Bye. See you later. Your channel inspires me to start my own. You should, Shakinta. Definitely. Thank you so much. What is your income? What's yours? You tell me yours and I'll tell you mine. Sheba, good morning. Who are you, Pro? I am Jer. This is Learning English Pro, and you're watching me in Dublin, in Ireland, live. Do you sometimes suffer from teaching burnout? What do you do to overcome it? Sometimes I do. Like yesterday, I felt really burnt out, not just from teaching, but from work, from creating. So I really just today, besides the live, is just me taking it easy. As soon as I'm finished this live, I'm getting into my pajamas. I'm playing my Minecraft, which there's my little TV, tiny little TV, but it's all I need. And I'll be playing Minecraft for the rest of the day. I'm working on my big bass, and it's just a nice creative outlet. So just take time, step away from teaching if you can. Love from India, unknown fear. Thank you so much. Is there UK rules? I don't know, to be honest, because the UK has got very xenophobic in terms of immigrants and everything. So, and the government there is not particularly pleasant. You know, they changed government. We thought it's going to be a new start, and it seems to be much the same rhetoric. So be careful about the UK. British Defence League might disagree with me. Excuse me. I have blocked Krishna Doob. I can't listen to the same question on repeat. I'm just curious, why do Irish are so good on breeding animals, dogs, horses, and chickens? I suppose it's just our culture, isn't it? Like, we're very famous for horses and cows and that kind of thing. And I suppose it comes down to our weather. We have great grass, we have great, agriculture, we have great conditions for cows to be very healthy. You know, I know in America they put a lot of chemicals into their cows and steroids and things. Here it's much more natural, and I think we've just have a history of it, and it's just a generational thing. I do have family who are involved in horse breeding in Kentucky in America, so lots of money in there. As you are now in your 40s, do you feel you are an adult now? If so, how do you know that? I'm 22 and sometimes feel lost and afraid and definitely not an adult. Well, you're still very young, Eddie. Like it really wasn't until I got to 40 and then kind of ended the relationship that I really found myself. And I do feel like an adult, but you always feel the same person. I just now feel more grounded, more confident, more sure, and about those bad people in life. And some of these bad people are family members, sometimes they're friends, and you really have to weigh up what's the best for you. And the best for me is none of those people. But it's hard. You really just have to, and you're still very young, Eddie, so just give yourself time. But you really have to realize this is all you have. This life, this is it. And you have to take it by the balls and just go for it. Really important. How is living there and living in England? Well, I think England is very similar in culture. I went to London a few weeks ago and it's very similar to Ireland. People say the Irish are a bit more friendly. The Scottish are very friendly too. It depends. I would always say come to Ireland. England can be very expensive, maybe cheaper to live accommodation wise. Sir, why you timed him out? Because he was repeating the same thing and it's spam, and I can't bear spam. Elvira said hi. Hello to you, Elvira. Catherine Cobral, I understand your feeling, and it's definitely a good thing to be single after that sort of issues. Yes, definitely. Like, I'd like to meet somebody, but, I'm happy being single, and I'm very busy. I don't really have time for a relationship. Do I like India, Lipi? Yes, I do. I love India. I'd love to visit. I went to an Indian restaurant last week and I'm crazy for the food. Do I have a Telegram? No, everything is on YouTube. Said Hussein says hello. Hello to you. Sadia, sorry you're late. No problem, no problem. Glad to have you here. One of my top contributors. Give me some good luck reason for coming there and living there, please. Well, I think, nowhere's perfect, but it's a great place. People are very friendly. There are issues, about racism, but it's quite minimal. And it's a lovely place to live, a lovely, great lifestyle, very safe. There's no disasters, there's no earthquakes, there's no animals that will kill you. It's very safe and a very nice place. It's just expensive. Do you like Indians? Yes, I really like Indians. One of my best friends is Indian. Just out of curiosity, do you get any political position? Are you interested in politics? I'm really interested in politics. I have lots of opinions, but this is not the place for my political opinions or any political opinions, really. I do support Palestine. I do support free Palestine. And that's really as much as I'm going to say on the issue. No, fully agree with you about the. I do have British Irish first mentality, but legal immigrants are good for country, but illegal foreigners can cause a wedge. Everyone but its degree. Yeah, I'm all for legal emigration, but I also think, humans have been moving around the world a lot longer than there have been countries and rules and visas. And we, like animals, birds can fly around, when they need to migrate. Why can't humans move around when they need to? We're creatures at the end of the day. It's not like the end of life. Those people make us lessons. Don't blindly trust on people. Yeah, you can't trust everybody. Karen Kumar is right, but you have to trust a little bit, don't you? Otherwise, life gets a bit lonely. Is Ireland's nature as beautiful as they say? Yes. Like, look, you can see the green outside my window. It's a beautiful, and beyond that, I have a beautiful mountain to look at. It's a beautiful place. Really beautiful place to live. Lots of nice hikes and walks and forests. I believe life is all about decisions. It may be negative and positive, but that's how you learn. Appreciate everything. Yes, Hoof, 100%. I definitely follow a philosophy. It's called the Boethian wheel, the wheel of fortune. And the wheel of fortune, like your life, is always turning. Sometimes you'll be at the top, sometimes you'll be at the bottom, but the wheel always turns. So when you're at the top, you remember, okay, enjoy this, appreciate it, because eventually I'm going to be down again. But when you're down, you have to remember the wheel is turning and I'll be back on top again. It's quite grounding. It's quite grounding. It's Hemenji. Do I speak Irish? Very little Irish. Take your time for you. Be selfish if you want when you want. Exactly. Be selfish about yourself. Don't be selfish with others. Highland cows will kill you with the horns if you scare them. Yeah, a bull, absolutely. Free Palestine, absolutely. We're not getting into politics, Jack Anthony, so I'm going to put you on a blockout. Lipa Duta, do you support Palestine? Yes, I do. Ireland and Palestine have a long relationship and a long shared history. And what's happening to them is very similar to what happened to Ireland. So Ireland will always support Palestine. My half family moved to the UK, but I'm going to give IELTS and thinking to move to Ireland instead. Hopefully, I meet you as God willing. Oh, Sadia, that would be amazing. And you can always visit your family. It's very cheap to buy back and forth. But Ireland is a fantastic place, very friendly. And being in Ireland and getting Ireland citizenship grants you access to the rest of Europe. You can travel around. You can get your Schengen visa. I think you might have to travel to Amsterdam to sort that out. But once you have your Schengen visa, you can travel all around Europe. Flights from Dublin for €20 with Ryanair. It's a great place to base yourself. Eddie Hobby, my friend once said, and I quote, "The English queue for everything. The Irish just walk in, charm everyone, and still get served first." Well, we are friendly for a reason. It does get us places, so definitely. Daniel Chahua, Scotia, cool, Glasgow Rangers. Oh, there we go. Some Scottish culture there for us. I had an Irish doctor, Catherine is telling us, for about 12 years. He was an interested person in caring for a doctor. Great. Great to hear. Yeah. We are quite kind and quite nice people, I think. I don't support either. Not our fight. We care about our own place only. That sounds about right, British Defence League. That's all I'm saying, by the way. That's okay. That's okay. We don't all have to have opinions about everything. So, yeah, that was a lot of questions. That's all I'm saying. Yes. Okay. Sorry, your question came up again. So, yeah. Any more questions about Ireland before I pop off? My uncle's just arrived. I can hear them downstairs, and I'm going to be having dinner soon. It is incredible that every human has similar views in life, regardless of your ethnicities. Yes. That's the thing is like, we hear these words evil and all these adjectives about people, but I think people who act out in aggression are generally just afraid, aren't they? I don't think there's really any bad people. People are, maybe there's a few, but generally people act out of fear. So I don't really think it's a thing of good versus evil. I think it's a thing where humanity really has to work towards peace and being kind and ending the violence. It's incredible. So bye next. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for joining me today. Goodbye, British Defence League. Speak again. Enjoyed your time. Enjoyed the conversation. Yeah, me too, British Defence League. What do you like about Italy? Is that what you're at? I love everything about Italy. I have lived in Italy part time in Sicily over years. I love the food. I love the culture. I have lots of friends there. I have friends in Naples. I have friends in Ancona. And in the next few months, I hope to, travel to Sicily and visit it again just by myself and have some nice times there. The food, pizza in Naples is the best. You are having good relationship with your family and extended family. That's nice. Yes, exactly. I've really great cousins. I love my mum and my dad. I have great cousins. And yeah, I'm very lucky. And I have really good friends as well. Hi, friends. Hi, Vicky. Hello to you. Welcome back. The key for us is to have to know the others before all things. Yes, very true, Catherine. Why you block me, Jack Anthony? You were asking questions there and getting very political, Jack Anthony, and I don't like that. So please don't do that again. Hi from Algeria. So FK, thank you so much. Catherine Cobral, to know each other. Yes, exactly. Hoof. What word or sentences in Ireland that have been in use when they are sad but they want to open up about something? That's an interesting question. What would we say if we're sad and we want to open up about something? So, oh God, let me think. If I'm sad, I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. That you've caught me off guard. Jack Anthony, you are popping up lots of political questions, a lot of political stances, and this is just not the place for political opinions. Okay, um, Vicky Kumar, I'm from Dublin in Ireland. Okay, thank you so much. So yeah, anything else anyone wants to ask about Ireland? Let me know. I'm from Dublin in Ireland, South Dublin to be particular. And yeah, all good. So I'm going to have a cup of tea. So I think that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Sadia, Jack took it to heart. Well, I can understand. That's okay. Eddie Hobby suggests a good Irish horror movie. Ooh, there's not very many. Let me just Google and just see if I recognize any. There's not very many. I only want to recommend one that I know. I don't want to recommend something that I don't know. I don't know any of them, but let me think of my favorite horror movie. So, a good horror movie I would think would be Pan's Labyrinth. It's a Spanish language movie. A really great Irish movie. I will give you some Irish movies to watch. And Ireland is spooky and beautiful at the same time. Yes, especially on a rainy day. I'll give you some really good Irish movies to watch. They are quite particular. These are. Oh, I just typed something. Sorry. The Snapper is a comedy about Ireland. The Commitments is a kind of musical about a band. That's really, really good. I love the history of Ireland, especially the movie about the Irish King versus United Kingdom. Yeah, lots of really great movies and stuff. I'm just trying to think of them. Braveheart. Braveheart is Scottish. It was filmed in Scotland. No, it was filmed in Ireland, but it's about Scottish history. So I'm just trying to think of what really good Irish movies I've seen. I can't think of any. But these ones that I put in the chat, the Snapper, the Commitments, they are for adults. You might need to watch them with the subtitles because the accent is very thick. Sing Street is an Irish movie. Yes, Eddie, that's a really lovely movie. Sing Street. That's a really really nice movie. I think it's on Netflix. And what else can I recommend from Ireland? I can't think of anything. I'll have to think of some cultural stuff for you all. So yeah. So guys, I like Script Band. They are one of my best music bands. Yeah. So the Script are from a place called Stillorgan, and that's about 2 miles from my house. So they grew up very close. U2, Bono lives about 2 miles in that direction. Um, Eddie Van Halen from Def Leppard lives about a mile that way. Lots of celebrities around. There's a place called Killiney near Dublin, in Dublin, and that's where all the celebrities live. So yeah, lots of famous people around. So do you know any Irish singers? Sinead O'Connor would be a famous one. She passed away. Clockwork Orange is a good one. Clockwork Orange, I've never watched it because I know in Clockwork Orange there's a scene where they clamp someone's eye open, and this really freaks me out. So, but I know it's a Stanley Kubrick classic. Stanley Kubrick was a great one. Would it be appropriate a live session of Irish proverbs as well as a song and its meaning for your favorite singer that you have to tell today? That's Irish, isn't it? Clockwork Orange, I don't think Jack is Irish. I don't think it is. I think it's British. It's maybe set in London. Is this your dad's house? Yes, this is my parents' house. I live here. So, Irish proverbs as well as a song and its meaning for your favorite Irish singer. So, definitely a really good singer. I said this earlier is Seamat. She is a female singer and she's brand new and she's doing lots of amazing. She has a new album and her she sings in Irish. She's pop songs. She's amazing. And one of her current songs is called Euro Country, and her album's called Euro Country as well. And it's all about the Irish, financial crisis. It sounds weird, but it's a great song. Cristiano, hello to you. Hello to you. Welcome back. Cristiano is one of my top scorers on the quiz. So, yeah, great to have so many of my regulars online today. And yeah, I'm going to finish up there, people. What do I do for work? This is what I do for work. This is my job. And I have my own company where I do marketing and social media for other people. So, yeah. So, plan for the rest of the day is to have some dinner, chill out, play some Minecraft, and relax. Slán Gerard, you can check out Gara's. He's my favorite Twitch streamer and he's Irish. Oh, I must have a look. Thank you, Eddie, and thank you for joining and thank you for being a vital member of the community as always. Really, really glad to have you here. And again, thank you for your kindness in the last live. Thank you so much. Sir, what is the difference between crisis and deficit and deficiency? So a crisis is an emergency, depends on the context. A deficit is when you are in minus money. So if I had took out too much money from my bank account and I was in minus €5 or minus €100, I would be in a deficit in my bank account. A deficiency is a problem when you could have a baby who was born and they didn't get enough nutrients when in the womb. They might have a vitamin deficiency. So when something is lacking, that should be there. SK Art says, hi, hello to you. You have a question, ask away. I want to hear your question. Thank you, Jer, for giving us wonderful time. Hope to see you tomorrow as well. Thank you, Sadia. No problem. I was a little bit late today. I was supposed to be on a 4, completely forgot about it, and then came on a half 4. So I hope to be on it. I'm trying to aim for 4 o'clock Irish time. So yeah, SK Arts, ask your question, and then I'm going to have my dinner. So ask your question. So yeah, thanks for joining everyone today. I hope you like the shirt for today. I'm going to try and wear a fancy shirt or something colorful for you every day from now on. So yeah, Sunday, I'm going to have some food, going to relax, some more tea, some Minecraft gaming, and then that is me. And then I'm in work in the morning. First thing in the morning, I'm going to be in work. God bless you. Thank you, Hoof. No problem. Is anxiety the same as depression? Not really. Anxiety is like a stress, isn't it? Oh, I'm anxious. I'm anxious. I'm anxious. Where depression is, very serious. You could have depression from anxiety, but they are different. Do I have a partner? No, thankfully. And anyone that was watching earlier will know I'm very thankful not to have a partner now. Have a good one. Thank you, Sarah Swalim. Thank you so much. You look younger in these shirts. Do wear. Thank you. Thank you, Sadia. Run. Why is the Irish accent so much easier to understand compared to the Scottish or even the British? I don't know. I don't know. I think me in particular, my Irish accent is quite particular. So I'm not sure. Maybe my diction and my elocution is a little bit better, maybe. Sir, understand. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. It's Himanji. Glad to have you here. Does your mum cook your food? Mostly, yes, she does. She's amazing at cooking. Thank you for your wisdom in life. Keep it coming. Thank you, Hoof. Okay, well, SK Arts, I was waiting for your question. It never came. So maybe join the next live. Make sure and subscribe to the channel. Put on notifications so you get notified when I go live. I'm live most days a week. Your favorite movie? I have too many. I have too many. I like lots of Marvel, but a few favorites would be Gorillas in the Mist, Bridesmaids. Oh, I don't know. Some sci fiction. I change all the time, but lots of science fiction. Your favorite meal. I just did that. You just subscribe. Thank you, Hoof. Would you do the same? Thank you. Sadia Dal. Dear, did you watch The Ghost and the Darkness? No, I didn't. I think I know it. It's an anime thing, isn't it? The Ghost and the Darkness. Is that Scarlett Johansson? Maybe. I'm not sure, but I will have a look. So yes, that's it for today, guys. We are over an hour now, and I've been so happy to have so many. We had so many people watching earlier, and it's great that the lives are building and I'm getting a bigger audience. It takes 5 months to learn English. It takes a lot longer than that. It's a 1997 movie. It does ring a bell, Sadia. The Ghost and the Darkness. Let me just Google it because I might have seen it. The Ghost and the Darkness. Oh, Val Kilmer. Yes, that was about a lion or something, wasn't it? Yes, I do remember that. I don't think I've seen it, but I do remember it. Hello, Uncle. Hello, Miss Khan Malik. Sadia. Oh, you really like that film. I'll definitely try and check it out. I'll see if it's on my Disney Plus. English is my third language. Oh, very good, AJ Kumar. You're doing great. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Nice to meet you again on live. Yes. Okay, everybody. That's me done for today. I'm going to stop now. People are starting to switch off, so I'm going to switch off too. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully, I'll have a new haircut next time you see me. And I will see you all tomorrow, 4 p.m., for the chat, for the live, and for more quiz questions. So, yeah, have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Goodbye, Malak Marak. Thank you so much. And yeah, everyone have a good day. Bye, Jan. Thank you for letting me know your name. And thanks for everyone joining. As usual, all my favorite people. Thank you, Sadia, one of my top contributors. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow at 4 p.m. Irish time. Have a good one, everybody. I'm going to have my dinner now.